How you doing? Back with a Real Racing 3 video for beginners. I wanted to go over with you some tactics or methods that you can use if you're trying to improve on your weekly time trial score. Now, it's always going to depend on the type of car, how much upgrades you have, the handling and things like that. And this week is a great opportunity to try this tactic because the cars that they have online for us to do the time trial aren't very easy to control. I don't have this Bugatti. I didn't go after it because at the time I was finishing up other things and I used my gold, which now I'm in the process of saving gold. So I didn't go after this car. It's very expensive. I also don't have this Bugatti, but I do have the Bugatti Chiron Sport with 26 upgrades. When I was finishing this car series, I had upgraded it enough to finish the series, so I didn't do the brake or the suspension upgrade. Even still, I've been able to use this tactic that I'm using to get up to D on the score, which that of course leaves me with C, B, and A to try to get into. And I'm telling you, for me, I'm not the best driver. Even as long as I've been doing it, I can't drive all the cars that well. I have some cars that I'm always in A, but those cars hardly ever come up for competition. The highest I've been able to get is level C in a NASCAR road race time trial. And this is how I did it. And I did the same thing with this Bugatti. So what I'll do is I'll go to the leaderboard. I'll check and see how many seconds I need to get to the next level. In this case, I need 1 second. Now, I could either do a ghost challenge against this first place guy and try to beat him, which sometimes I do that. I've got videos posted of me doing that. But I'm trying to beat that guy. So what I'll do is, and when you do this, the global leader, what you want to do is stick to any one of these top 100. But once you've picked one of the top 100, try to always use the same driver. So hopefully that person will have done a weekly time trial, and you can scroll through the list and try to find the person that you always race against. So we have some of the people that do the weekly time trial also post tutorial videos on YouTube. They're great tutorials because they teach you how to brake and where to accelerate. But here's the one thing that you can do. So I'll see if I can find the person that I normally use. He's been falling in the rankings. So this is the person I normally use right now. He's at number 84. And so I'm going to do this. I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm going to do this ghost challenge against number 84, as I always do, and see how I fare. So right now, I'm 4 seconds off of him. And I'm telling you, it is hard. This is not easy, trying to follow somebody. I call it chasing. This is the tactic that I use, I do for myself. So I try to chase one of the top, and I'm telling you, the top 100 Real Racing 3 drivers, the top 100 in the world, they ain't no joke. Some of these cats don't brake. Where you would expect to be hitting the brakes, they have, I think one of the things they do where I've been able, like when I've been able to stay within 3 seconds of one of the drivers doing this technique, what I found that they're doing is that they're lifting after the initial braking. But even still, you have to be careful because with the car as slippery as the Bugatti Chiron Sport, you can fly off track. So I'll try it now to see how it goes and wish me luck. Sometimes I have to keep going back because when you do ghost challenges, it'll tell you that it's not available. You won't lose your points on your drive. Like so here now I have 3 drive points. You won't lose your point if you cancel the ride and do it again. You just have to keep doing it until the race pops up. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. Man, I hit the gas way too late right there. Just being way too careful. I hate this corner. Oh man, I'm already 2 seconds behind. So from here, I tell you, I lose so much time. I hit 2 exits way too slow. So let's see if we can. I'm not going to beat my better time. I'm already falling behind because I exited 2 corners just way too slow, being too careful. So this is how I've done it. And this got me in to Group D. Let's give it one more go and see how we do. See if I can be a little bit. You have to be these cats that are in the top 100. They're extremely aggressive on their exits, on their on the cornering. Still there, I did it again, too late on the exit. Alright, so I'm a little better this time, so let's see if I can hit this chicane. I'm just a little bit better on this run. Come on, if I can just get my speed up, I'm still falling behind. Come on. Yes! Yes, I did it. That's an improvement. See that? There's an improvement. And I'm telling you, you really have to celebrate even the slightest improvements that you make. Especially, let me tell you, that watching the tutorials that the Game Changers put online, you watch them so that you can see how they're braking and exiting these turns. But when you apply it, it's one thing to apply it when you're just racing against your own ghost. But when you get out here on this track and try to chase down a top 100 driver, I'm telling you, it improves your techniques much, much faster. So apply the two. Watch the tutorial videos that the Game Changers put online, and then you pick one of these top 100 drivers and you practice chasing them on the track. It will, and see, even on this particular race, I still did not exit the last three corners, not the chicane, but three corners. The first one I exited too slow, the second one I exited too slow, and then coming out onto the oval, I hit the entrance and the exit too slow, but I'm still within 4 seconds of my my leader. So I'm telling you that if you try this technique, it'll help you improve. Look at that. I got a new personal best. And so that what that does is it inches me closer to getting into Group C. So let's see where I am on the world rankings. So that's 12,000. That's not bad. And how long so I inched up a little closer. And the thing is, I know that so what I'll do now, I'll probably rest and let it go for a little while. But I have to trust that the car is not gonna go lateral and slide off the track. And especially at the beginning of the race, when I enter that first left-hander, I have to go wider, and I gotta get into the gas faster so that I get a better start. So on this particular run, I have my best start that I've done since I've been doing this. But give it a shot and see how it does for you.